Jump back over here. Yeah. So everyone, right? We got an amazing assumable opportunity. Let me share my screen so you guys can actually see it. Absolutely. So this single family home, immaculate, very extremely well taken care of. I don't use that lightly. It is uh, and going into this house, it almost looks like no one has ever lived here. The seller took pristine condition of it, kept it in pristine condition, I should say. Right in the Embry Mills neighborhood. So anyone familiar with Stafford, Virginia, uh, sits pretty central, right? Not too far from Quantico Base, and Embry Mills is one of the premier neighborhoods in Stafford, Virginia. So this particular property has a 2.75% VA rate on it. 2.75. I'll say that again. And on top of that, the remaining balance on this loan is approximately $565,000. We have it listed for 720. So this is not a property that we're talking a major gap, right? This is manageable for someone that has equity, that's selling something down, that has a portfolio. There are ways to make this happen, and the total amount that you're saving monthly. I'll repeat this, right? If you were to come in and buy this house today at this price point, your mortgage is going to be, Alan, somewhere in that 47, 4,800 range, right around 5,000, all depending on your financing. If you take this mortgage over on this $720,000 house, your mortgage will be closer to about 31, 3,200. We'll repeat that one more time. The difference of coming in at 3,100 a month versus 48, 4,900 a month. We're talking 1,500 plus dollars monthly basis, and that's for the rest of the loan. Correct. That's so true. I do not want y'all to miss what Alan just said, right? Like those first couple years of owning a home, you're paying the heavier years of the interest, right? The banks get their money first. And so to add even more, the cherry on top is this homeowner has done some of the heavy lifting up front by just living in the house, right? And so someone taking this mortgage over, you're not starting a brand new loan. You're just getting qualified, picking up where they left off. And so again, it's a veteran that's happy to pass the baton to another active duty or someone who served that has that VA eligibility. Just beautiful home, already fenced in the back, the paid off solar panels. The house really does make a great opportunity for someone that can move on. It's assumable. Good question. For this deal, these numbers, you'll want to be prepared to at least come to the table with about 180, $180,000. And the simple back of the napkin math is the list price versus what the seller owes. As I mentioned, 2.75% VA rate at 565,000 left on the loan, already 2 years in. And so, in order to act on these assumable opportunities, you have to bring that gap, right? You have to figure out how you're going to bring that gap, and that's do it closing. In addition to that, closing costs. Another great thing about assumable loans is because it's not a new loan. There's less closing costs, generally speaking, about 50% less. So the way we get to that 180 number is about taking that gap, the closing costs on top of it, and then of course the cost of representation to get you into a home that's going to save you in this case roughly about 550, $600,000 in interest. And so that's what you should be prepared to, be bringing to the settlement table in order to execute on this specific property. 100 plus. I would say a solid 100. I'm looking at I'm looking at Prince William County. I'm looking at Stafford. I'm looking at Arlington. I'm looking at Fairfax County, PG County, even DC. Everything in the DMV. We're starting from home base, which is Prince William County, and working out. But on a weekly basis, I'm scraping through these different assumable opportunities, looking at the ones that have more favorable terms, and highlighting those and making sure that I'm sending them out to people who I know are preparing themselves for these opportunities. But I would easily say across the cities and counties of Northern Virginia, DC, Maryland, and Virginia, that it's at least 100 opportunities that I have readily available. Earlier the better. If you're thinking it's July right now, guys, if you guys are thinking, hey, I'm looking in top of 2026, you need to be reaching out to me now, sending me an email, shooting me a DM. If you feel like you're more prepared, right, you have something you want to list, you're ready to move, and you're active, then give me a call now, right? We've seen both sides of the coins, but the earlier the better, just so that we can align the stars and get you what you want, and also make sure we have enough time to find it. So it's never too early. I'll say that. Even if you're a year or 2 years out, it's not too early. But if you're a month or 2 months from wanting to make a move, then still come in and we'll start putting things into motion. Mhm. Mhm. Absolutely. This is great. And this is where you think creative. Family dynamics, people like this is the ones where you bring in people. When you bring great real estate opportunities and deals to your network, it comes full circle, and people move when they hear these types of deals that not everybody is knowing about, right? But we're here to serve you. Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. We're here. Absolutely. Thank y'all so much. See you next week.